Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn that how do we identify a tense of a given sentence and how to convert a sentence into a given tense. So these two things we are going to cover in this module or in this video. So first of all, before uh, getting into it, let us recapitulate the three simple tenses, that is simple present, simple past and simple future. So dear children, as we have already discussed in the previous videos also, in simple present tense, when we are talking about the affirmative sentence, what do? The grammar structure of writing it is subject, then first form of verb, s or es, and then object. And in negative, subject, then don't or doesn't, then first form of verb, and then object. And in the question, do or does सबसे पहले, then subject, then first form of verb, and then object, and in the end question mark. In simple past tense, what do? In positive sentence or in affirmative sentence, first of all subject, then verbs, second form of verb, and then object, and then full stop. In negative sentence, subject, then we use didn't, okay, because we are talking about negative sentence, so we use didn't and then first form of verb. We have to always remember that whenever we write did or did not in a sentence, we always use first form of verb. And in question, did, then subject, then first form of verb, then object, and in the end question mark. And now let's come to the simple future tense. What do we do here? In simple future tense, when we talk about affirmative sentences, we write down subject first, then will, then first form of verb, and then object and full stop. In negative, we just add not with will, and then again in the same way, subject plus will or shall plus not, first form of verb, and object. And in question, in the starting we will use will, then subject, then first form of verb, and then object, and then question mark. So these were the three main tenses, the simple tenses, that is simple present, simple past, and simple future. Now let's do the exercise part. That is, first of all we have to identify the tense. How do we identify the tense in a given sentence? So here the question is, will you come home? So first of all, the keyword that we will be looking here is the being word. So here the being word is will, okay. And what is the form of verb? It is the first form of verb with will, that is come. So it is very easy to identify that it is a simple future tense, because in simple future tense we use will and first form of verb. Now let's come to the next sentence. The sentence is, he did not bring flowers. So what is the keyword here? One is did and the other is bring. With did we use first form of verb, that is bring. तो did हम कहाँ use करते हैं? We use it in simple past tense. So very easy. So these are the two keywords. So it is simple past tense. Now coming to the third sentence, we do not eat mushrooms. So here what is the keyword? One is do and another is first form of verb eat, that is eat. So where do we use do? We use it in simple present tense with first form of verb, that is eat. So very easy, this is simple present tense. Now next sentence is, they bought oranges. So what is the keyword here? The keyword is bought, that is the second form of the verb buy, that is buy. So the second form is bought. So by looking at this, it is well understood that it is simple past tense, because in simple past tense in affirmative sentences we use second form of verb. Now next is, Rahul reads a newspaper. So by looking at the keyword, that is our verb reads. So where do we use it? We use it in simple present tense, because it is the first form of verb and we use s or es with the first form of verb. So it is well understood that it is simple present tense. Now let's come to the continuous tenses. Let's talk about present continuous tense. So the first and foremost thing when we see a sentence to identify a continuous tense is the presence of ing along with the verb. So whenever there is first form of verb with ing, it is well understood that it is continuous tense, right? And what is the identification of present continuous tense? That is presence of is, am or are. So we can see that whenever there is, am or are plus first form of verb with ing, it is a present continuous tense. In negative sentences, not is added with is, am, or, and the other things remain the same. And in the interrogative, is, am and are, they are in the starting, then subject, then first form of verb ing, and at the end question mark. So in a sentence, when we see ing along with the verb and presence of is, am, are, it is the present continuous tense. Next is past continuous tense. The difference between present and past continuous is, in past continuous we use was or were, and the other things remain the same, that is first form of verb plus ing. And in negative we use was or were and we add not to it, and then first form of verb and then ing. And in the interrogative sentence, was or were comes in the beginning, then subject, then again first form of verb with ing, then object, and in the end question mark. So in this way we can easily identify past continuous tense. Then next comes the future continuous tense. In future continuous tense, what do? There is will. We know future means that is to be, जो अभी होगा, तो will, and in future continuous there is presence of be, that is be. So the presence of will be in a sentence with first form of verb and ing, it is the future continuous tense. And in the negative, will not be means not is added, and in the interrogative will or shall is are in the beginning, and then subject, first form of verb, and then ing, and at the end question mark. But there is presence of be in future continuous tense along with will. So by looking at these keywords we can easily recognize or identify the tense. Now let's identify the tense of the given sentences. So first sentence is, are you listening to me? So ing है तो it means it is continuous tense. अब कौन सा continuous है? So यहाँ पर what is the keyword? The keyword is are, A-R-E. So it is the present continuous tense. Next sentence is, Seema was not drinking milk. So again ing is there, so it is continuous tense, and the other keyword is was, so it is past continuous tense. Next sentence is, will he be writing a letter? So presence of ing indicates continuous tense, and here is will and be, so it is clearly understood that it is future continuous tense. So I hope, dear children, that you can easily identify the tense of a given sentence by looking at the keywords, and you will practice more and more sentences and identify those tenses, and even I'll be giving you an assignment to identify the tense. So I hope it is clear. Thank you so much. Have a good day.